once again, my name is Wisdom, and we are on the session of Dominion Beats, a program that we interact with our PBOs and clients alike and guest speakers, learn from them, hear from them while they are in real estate, and share their business experience with us. And today we are with Dr. Festus. The first time I was seeing was at the allocation, and we are all marvel at the number of plots of land that he sold. In fact, this interview for today is actually an impromptu interview because he wasn't expecting it. So we just grabbed him because people like this is just once in a while that you're able to interview them. So our guest is going to be introducing himself, Dr. Festus. Good to have you, sir.
Thank you. Good afternoon, viewers and friends all over the world. My name is Dr. Festus Irivike. I'm a lecturer at the Denis Osadebe University, Hawaii. I'm delighted to be here.
Thank you very much, sir. So, like we always do with our PBOs and clients alike, we tend to get their experience so far in real estate. Although today's session is kind of different because usually we take their experiences from our seminars.
Okay.
But today is going to be a special one because you'll be sharing your experience with us on real estate and what the journey has been so far. So why real estate, sir?
Well, real estate. Well, there's so many reasons why we subscribe to the choice of going into the real estate.
Yes.
Number one, real estate is a platform or that form of investment that never depreciates. Of course, you know the Nigerian economy now and the state of the nation, even across globally, across the world, we see that the world is seriously having a decline economically. Of course, you see that with our naira depreciation.
Yes.
And the inflation we have in Nigeria, but not real estate. So for preservation of your own personal economy, real estate is the choice. For preservation of investment, real estate is the choice. For massive return on investment, real estate is the choice. For security and protection, real estate is the choice. For future engagements, real estate is the choice. I was telling some of my friends recently, I told them, I said, can you imagine using the television that your parents they bought some 30 years ago, some 14 years ago? You can't use them again.
Obviously.
But imagine that instead of them buying those televisions, they bought lots of land for their children. Can you imagine what those values, the values of those lands now will be looking like? So for future engagement and security and protection, relaxation, retirement, real estate is the shop log.
Thank you very much, sir. So from what you are saying, definitely there's a goal, there's a reason, and in fact it's a wonderful one. But then based on these few moments that we just had, if I am to flashback as a lecturer in a prestigious university, how are you able to merge real estate and the educational sector, sir?
Well, it's really how do I put it? It's something that really is cumbersome because the lecturing world is something that you give 100% to your time to. But that notwithstanding, the real estate business, particularly P1, gives you some sort of flexibility. You can do it alongside with your job, and none of them will be suffering. For instance, sometimes you necessarily have to create out time out of your busy schedule because you know that this is important to you. At the same way you create out time to eat, go to the market and get the groceries, same way you also create out time to also do real estate. Both can thrive the same time without one influencing the other. So P1 just made it excellently packaged such that you are not under any kind of interferences with your vocation at the moment. So
thank you very much. You know, sometimes when people hear stories as such, being able to merge two different perspectives together such as this, one begin to wonder how did you come in contact with real estate? Has it been a childhood dream? Is it by accident? Is it an introduction? How did you join real estate business?
Well, real estate has been something that has been dormant. It has been a dormant idea all this while, but coming to coming to this terrain, I was introduced to real estate by a friend and a brother,
Okay.
and that's where my journey began from. And we take time to understudy things before we get involved.
Yes.
So taking time to understudy the business, we came to find out that this is something that can be done alongside our vocation. I was introduced to it, and then I'm still enjoying myself, and the reality that comes with real estate is unimaginable, honestly.
Okay, thank you so much. And now coming down to how you were introduced to it, obviously it has become a love and passion. So with love and passion comes with challenges,
Yeah,
because
that's
we all
true.
know that in every vocation, even in the other sector that you are in,
Yeah.
it comes with its own challenges.
Yes.
What has been the challenge so far in real estate?
Well, the challenge is, real estate. I would say that it's not a new um, concept or ideology. It's something that has always been with man. But a lot of people, they are still ignorant about the whole idea of real estate.
Yes.
So getting people to understand what real estate entails comes with a lot of challenges. And most especially in the light of some people who have been defrauded over time.
Yes,
And
yes,
when you
yes.
tell them there is prospect in real estate, they tell you, no, I don't want to be involved in any of these kind of activities again. Recently, we saw the demolition of properties around the Anwan axis.
Exactly.
People who built on government lands,
Yes.
and millions wasted overnight, just like that. So some of those experiences, they pose challenges to some people who think real estate would come with its own trouble, and all of that. So basically, getting people to understand the ignorance, and the the economic downturn also, it's another major challenge that we face currently. But that notwithstanding, I keep telling people life is a risk,
Yes.
and it's more risky not to take a risk. So that the thing it's bad doesn't mean you won't continue and do your due diligence. Of course, that a car killed somebody does not mean you say you won't drive a car.
Yes.
Or you won't enter a car. It means you just put yourself in trouble. So real estate is fine. It's fine. We thank God for the coming in of P1 that has made it a little bit more standard and more confident oriented. People can now do business on real estate scale with some level of confidence and trust. So challenges, they are there, but thank God we are marching on and then pushing forward. So
Okay, so thank you very much, sir, for that angle that you just touched now, P1. So what stands P1 out from others that you know? Because I'm very sure it's not only P1 that's into real estate business, but it shows that you have something in for P1. So what stands out P1 for you different from others?
Everything.
Okay.
Everything. The structures, the the system itself, the organization, it's an excellent masterpiece. But one can say from a religious background that the idea of P1 is divinely orchestrated. Everything is excellent. The structure gives you gives you an excellent purview of what businesses should look like. In fact, I am of the opinion that some of our leaders in the political sector should humble themselves and come to P1 Group and learn structures.
Obviously.
Learn structures and learn leadership. Another thing again that makes P1 to be strategic is that they have been able to close the balance. They have been able to close the balance and bridge the gap between the rich and the poor. That's something that most world leaders have not been able to do. They've not been able to bridge the gap, so it's always lopsided. It's either the rich get richer and the poor get poorer, But for P1, that gap has been able to come close because of the excellent structure. And we also have beautiful personalities that speaks of discipline and speaks of determination, most especially with the structure of the MDs and the different affiliates that we have in P1. It's an excellent structure altogether. So in fact, it stands out in its own class. P1 is in its own class. It's not in competition with anybody. It's in a class of its own.
So invariably now, if we do plus or minus, you are in P1 Dominion in the last how many?
Yes, P1 Dominion. Well, I've had my interactions with a lot of affiliates.
Other affiliates, okay.
Yes, other affiliates, and I've just barely known P1 Dominion. I think it's not been up to 3 weeks.
3 weeks.
Less than 3 weeks.
3 weeks.
Less than 3 weeks.
Less than 3 weeks.
Less than 3 weeks.
In confirmation, I don't know if maybe you have been seeing our videos. We have him just last week for allocation of deal sealed and then land delivered and allocated. So within 3 weeks, you can imagine. So if it is 3 weeks for P1 Dominion, it must have been months in other affiliates or P1 Compass in general.
Yes.
So with that being said, sometimes people that are non-P1 oriented will tend to be asking, or they might have been hearing the word PBO.
Okay.
What's the difference between a PBO and a client?
Well, PBO, like we know, is a P1 business owner.
Yeah.
And they are more like shareholders.
Okay.
in the business structure of P1.
Sure.
And then how do I explain it for easy comprehension? They are part and parcel of the system. They are part and parcel of the system. While the client is a potential subscriber,
Okay.
so to speak, a potential subscriber, someone who is coming in, knocking at the doors to see the potentials that are inherent in the business. But for the PBOs, they are part of the business and they are shareholders in the business.
Thank you very much, sir. We've been having a wonderful time with Dr. Festus, and it has been an amazing interview with him. We have different products and properties per se, part of which he has been able to sell to his clients, and he's a trusted brand. Sir, do you market PBO as a person or as a business? Maybe we can know about your business for others that do not know.
Well, like you said, I for the now we are still
The reason why I'm asking the question was that, as at the time we were having the location, you were using a brand. Is it like an AKA that you were using that day?
The Emperor.
The Emperor
of real estate.
Yes, that's what I'm getting at.
Yes, I actually have my group.
Okay.
I have my group, and what we do there is I have PBOs under me.
Okay.
I have registered PBOs under me, and it's a network of people,
Yes,
both within the country and outside the country.
Okay.
So it is I have PBOs, I have clients, I have prospectus, both within and outside. So it's a conglomerate, it's a community of people coming together, all for the ideal of for real estate. So it's either they are coming in as PBOs, or they are coming in as investors, or they are coming in as a referral to a client, or a referral to a PBO. So it's just a community that we have there.
So as you can hear, the Emperor himself has spoken, and that means that there's something really attached to his branding. Is that the same username you use across your handles?
Yes, yes, yes. Fastest real estate hub.
Fastest real estate hub. So if you are hearing it now, you can just go up and look for it. Again, what's the handle again, sir? So our viewers can understand and then follow up more
Yes,
into.
it's fastest real estate hub.
Okay. So and
Fastest real
fastest
estate hub.
real estate hub. And then we are still P1 Dominion. So for more interesting journey like this, properties and more information, you can always look out for our name. And then thank you once again, sir,
Thank you so
Dr.
much.
Festus. It's
The
good to
pleasure
have you,
is
sir.
mine. The pleasure is mine.
Yes, sir.
Thank you
So
so much.
any word for people out there, those that are looking at joining real estate, they are just cover up their fears and in case they have anything.
Well, I will tell them that um, real estate is something that you shouldn't shy away from. Coming from somebody who is a lecturer at the university and somebody who has risen through the ranks to a doctor in philosophy, so to speak,
Wow.
and then just so you may also know somebody who is a priest
Wow.
in the Anglican Communion,
Wow. Wow.
subscribing to real estate,
Wow.
then you should know that it's what they drive. It's something you shouldn't shy away from. My advice is just ensure that you are part of the winning structure. um, avoid people who will bring the wrong identity to real estate. Be part of a working team, and for me, P1 is that team. So real estate is excellent, but most importantly, I want to personally introduce you to P1 Dominion. They are trusted and tried, and they're excellent. It's just been few days, few weeks since I got in contact with them, but I can tell you they stand out among other affiliates. So once again, thank you. Excellent team they have, and for just for the spice in all of it, the MD is one of the most humble MDs I've interacted with. Humble and honest. Simplicity is his middle name. It's nice knowing them. So it's a privilege meeting Dominion, and we hope to do more businesses together. God bless you.
Yes.
God
Thank
bless
you
you.
so much, sir. So hopefully we are able to catch Dr. Festus again. You'll be seeing his face again.
Thank you.
Remember, keep dominating with P1 Dominion. And this is Dominating Beats on P1 Dominion TV. Thanks for watching once again. See you next time.
God bless you.
I was always